And welcome back to the stream. It looks like we're getting this second lobby for game 2 set up. They're just doing a little bit of debating on who gets first pick, who gets what side. We're going to start here very soon. Just doing a little bit of waiting for these guys to sort out a few options. Seems got a few people in the lobby extra, but I think we'll get started right away. And here we go. I'm gonna hopefully have a quick load, and then we're gonna get this game underway. It'll be interesting to see if Cookie Thumpers can bring out a draft that's going to complement their play style, and they can take it to a game 3. Team Mermaid had a pretty commanding performance that game. Their individual play on their carries, Slark and Bristleback, was pretty impressive. Bristleback was all alone in there versus a Pugna, so he did pretty good to get those last hits, not get harassed too much by that nether void. So here we are starting up on game number 2 between Team Mermaid and Cookie Thumpers in your Nota tournament
to go.
winners bracket.
5
It looks
seconds.
like the Radiant side has gone to Cookie Thumpers and Dire
Reserve
to
time.
Team Mermaid, and first ban is coming out here from Cookie Thumpers. Now, last game they first banned the Krob, or the Death Prophet. We're gonna see if they're gonna go with the same. They do not like that Shadow Shaman, and I agree with that for the most part. But the last game, Shadow Shaman didn't have that giant of an impact. He didn't get a lot of big stuns that resulted in kills on your carries, but you know, you don't want to
10
fight against those
seconds to go.
wards knocking down your towers.
5 seconds.
It looks like Team Mermaid's going to take out that
Radiant's
Death Prophet.
ban.
So they seem to be really respecting the push strategies that are coming out here a lot against these teams. But the strange thing is, the Team Mermaid had 2 towers down before Shadow Shaman was
10
even level
seconds
6.
to go.
So it seems to be a lot
5
about playstyle
seconds.
and how much they're actually putting pressure on these teams rather than the individual heroes that's making these
Reserve
lineups work.
time.
But we're gonna see what bands, what Cookie Thumpers does want to play against this match. Looks like they're taking a little bit of time to decide. I just wanna say I expected not as much from this game
Dire
as I did see, and it
team
was actually a quite entertaining game. So I'm really glad that I was given the opportunity to cast these games by Swish. Looks like the Bristleback was banned out. They don't want to play against that a second
Radiant's
time, and Faceless Void again by Team Mermaid. So we're going to see a little bit of a response ban from Cookie Thumpers, and Team Mermaid's just going to stick with
Dire's
their
pick.
game plan. They come in here and they know. Doom picked up by Cookie Thumpers. Good pick. Solid. They're going to be able to put him anywhere. They're going to be able to jump on that big bastard's back, and he's going to be able to carry him.
Dire's
Lycan
pick.
not to make it through this time. He's picked up first by Team Mermaid, and this is a big hero. He gets fat fast. He can solo Roshan by about level 8 or 9 if he gets a good Vlad's timing. This is a hero that puts pressure on the other team to win quickly, because if not, he's going to get big. He's going to knock down your
10
towers
seconds
while
to
the
go.
entire rest of the team is off somewhere else.
5
These
seconds.
are some big heroes right now, Doom and Lycan. So this is going to be an exciting game,
Reserve time.
and we're going to see some team fights. We're going to see some deaths. We're going to see some split pushes. There's going to be a lot of action on this map. second pick's taking a little bit longer here for Team Mermaid. You would think that they're going to go with a little bit of a push lineup with Lycan, but you can also go kind of a 4 protect 1, where you get a lot of support for Lycan. Make sure that he has his room. They're going to get Jakiro, and the liquid fire again is going to start chipping down those towers. You put Jakiro and Lycan in a lane, and that tower is probably down in 6 minutes. Looks like the second pick here for Cookie Thumpers coming up. They're going to need some. They're going to need probably some team fights. You know, you kind of want to see them group up and just push down a tower where they can't be opposed by Team Mermaid. Because Lycan's a big split pusher, but you know he can get to the fight pretty quickly with his ultimate, and he can wreak havoc. But he likes to sit in a lane. He likes to farm up, and he likes to get that split push tower going down. Drow Ranger picked up here by Cookie Thumpers. Well, I mean, she's a big carry. She gets pretty big with marksmanship, but she's so squishy. Lycan, if he pops his ultimate, what does Drow Ranger have against that? She's gonna throw him back with her silence a little bit, and then he's just gonna run her down and pick her apart. So she's probably gonna have to go Shadow Blade, which is really weak on a Drow Ranger early game. So I don't know. This pickup kind of surprises me. We're gonna see how it works out later on in the game. Razor banned out by Team Mermaid. Of course, they don't want to be going against that with a Lycan. Just steal all his right click damage. Lone Druid and Silencer banned out by Cookie Thumpers. Lone Druid, that's good. They don't need a late game Lone Druid wrecking their base. He's also a pretty good laner. He can go by himself with the benefit of that bear. And Silencer, they didn't want to play against him this time. He did have a pretty big impact last game. He shut down a lot of the team good. Looks like Lich is banned out here by Team Mermaid. They don't want any team fight coming to the Radiant, I guess. Or they just ran out of TI4 people to ban. So we'll see. We'll see how the Cookie Thumpers respond to that. Team Mermaid's pick here, and they're probably going to go with something in the order of pushing, or a little bit of anti-push, so that they get that time that they need to get the Lycan up and running. A lot of good heroes to pick from, and they choose Warlock. Now Warlock, he's kind of an undervalued hero. That ultimate is a push lineup ultimate. Those golems got a lot of HP, and they do a lot of damage. 900 HP, 75 damage at level 1. That's going to be knocking down your tower pretty quick. Upheaval, another spell that people they don't rate that up there as with the other spells, but he sits in the back and he gets the upheaval off, and you're moving at 84% slower than you would normally. You just sit there, and Lycan just beats you down. And in the case of a Drow Ranger, that is bad news bears for her. As well, he's got the good sustain in his heal / damage, and he can do the fatal bonds, which doesn't always do that much damage. But hey, if you catch 3 heroes in the fatal bonds, and then Lycan starts pounding down on Doom, all the other heroes are going to die, because Doom has a huge health pool, and that 20% damage is going to be going out. Omni Knight picked up by the Cookie Thumpers. Omni Knight is a great support, but he needs levels and he needs items to become really effective. So I don't know about this. You don't have a melee carry really, other than Doom to drop your purification on. But on the other hand, Guardian Angel, bam, Lycan's useless. Bam, Luna's not doing as much damage. So, I mean, you just gotta contend with the Warlock ultimate, but then the pet's not doing any damage to you. Another big one here, Treant Protector. They got that living armor, heal up the towers. So they're really trying to go anti-push here on the Cookie Thumpers. They don't want to lose a quick 15-minute game again. Luna picked up here by Team Mermaid. Well, we all know about Luna. Her her passive gives her massive early game damage. Last hitting against Luna is almost impossible. She's just gonna outlast hit you. She does nearly 80 damage at level 1 with a few items in her lunar blessing. So as well, lucent beam. You know, it's got that interrupt. It's got that low cooldown. She's a big nuker. She gets scary quickly. Looks like the ban of Phantom Assassin comes out by Team Mermaid. Of course, that's a good hero, very mobile, could get on Luna and give her a lot of trouble. Puck banned here by the Cookie Thumpers. So it looks like they don't want to get a lot of setup from the Puck. The silence. Tinker here picked up by Team Mermaid. He's probably going to go middle, and I guess the Drow Ranger. It's about even because of the harass from the laser, the heat-seeking missile. Outworld picked up by Cookie Thumpers though, and that's going to be trouble for the Tinker mid because he's going to steal that intellect, which is Tinker's damage stat. So Tinker will have a lot less damage, Outworld will have a lot more damage. The last hits are going to go the way of the Outworld. That's just the way it works. Game mechanics. So Tinker's going to have a tough time middle. He might opt to go for the March of the Machines build and just try and harass Outworld out of the lane. But then again, Outworld's a pretty big guy to be forcing in a lane. Alright, we're going to go through the lineup here for the Dire side. We have Call playing your Lycan. We have 2 Wreck on your Luna. We have a Deer on your Warlock. We have Zonks on your Jakiro, and Harmless Twig playing the Tinker. And on the Radiant side here, we have Outward Devour being played by Ayanami Ri. We have Drow Ranger played by GBG. Tree and Protector played by Rar. And Omni Knight, Balake. And we got Shadow on your Doom. So it looks like they're going to lane the Doom with the Omni Knight in the off lane here. I can respect that. I mean, that's your melee carry where you can just dump your purification on. Looks like he's gone all early game items. He's got the Zerber ward to drop down there and a bunch of healing and stuff. Looks like Boots first on Doom. Interesting choice. He wants the movement speed. He didn't take Scorch Earth though, so he's not going to be running anyone down. He just wants I guess he just wants the movement speed. Looks like your Tree and Protector is going to go down with your Drow Ranger. He's actually gone first in living armor, so he's not going to have the leech seed for the slow, so they have no kill potential right now. She's actually gone precision aura first, so she gets an extra, I don't know, 5 damage. I guess that's going to be slightly useful for the last hit, so it's going to help out your Outworld as well a little bit, so that's going to be good. We have Jakiro and Lycan laning together. I kind of like that lane. Looks like Warlock's also come down here, so he's just going to throw up the ward. He might come to the lane, tri-lane. He might go up to the Luna, give her some support. Looks like a pause is coming out here because someone is getting lag. So they're going to do a little bit of pause here, get a DC on Lycan, make sure that he can come back and play the game the way it's meant to be played. A little bit of juvenile drawing on the board here, so that's pretty awesome. Good professionalism here in Noda League. It looks like he's back in and they're good to go, so we're going to start off the game. We're going to look at the last hits and dies. We're going to keep an eye on this middle lane. He has gone March the Machines first, although it's a lot of mana, and he's going to be getting mana steal from the Outworld Devourer, so it's going to be doubtful how many he can get off, how much harass he can actually do. This Outworld's already 2 for 2. And the Tinker managed to get one last hit. So yeah, it's going to go the way we expected it to. Our world's going to have a pretty easy time here. Tri-lane bottom with the Warlock. He picked up a double damage. He wants to get something done. Not going to really do much here. They don't have any real slow since Jakiro went Liquid Fire first. Looks like the Wolves from the Lycan doing a little bit of work. He's missing a few last hits though. He's only got 2 right now. Outworld Devour's doing a really good job middle. Not a lot of harass here on the Tinker. Tinker managed to pick up his bottle pretty early. That's going to help him out a lot. Our Will Devourer's actually gone Orb first, so he doesn't have the Essence Aura. Now he's out of mana, so how's he going to spam his spells? He's picked it up level 3, so I mean, hopefully he can get really lucky and pick it up